2 dead after winter storm hammers the U.S. Northeast. A powerful winter blizzard that hit the northeastern U.S. has left 2 dead in Maryland and continues to delay flights and cause widespread power outages across the region. In Calvert County, Maryland, on Sunday afternoon, a vehicle was struck by a falling tree that toppled onto the roadway, killing Michael Simpson, 60, and Virginia Quesenberry, 43, the sheriff's office said. Parts of Maryland saw as much as 16 inches 40 centimeters of snowfall during the storm, while Providence, Rhode Island, saw the biggest blizzard in history with 37.9 inches of snow. Travel bans and school closures are still in place for Rhode Island and parts of Massachusetts as residents dig out of the storm. The hazardous and snowy conditions also led to serious flight disruptions on Monday and Tuesday. Over 5,000 flights were cancelled on Monday, while as of Tuesday morning, over 2,000 flights were cancelled and nearly 1,000 delayed, according to flight tracker FlightAware. The most heavily affected airports were Boston's Logan International Airport and New York's John F. Kennedy International and Laguardia airports. The blizzard was the 9th biggest winter storm in the history of New York City, which recorded over 20 inches of snow. On Sunday and Monday, New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani enacted a travel ban to keep the roads clear from dangerous conditions. He said 2,600 sanitation workers were plowing roads, plus an additional 1,400 emergency snow shovelers who were clearing sidewalks and bus stops. The city went back to in-person schooling on Tuesday, while parts of neighboring states of New Jersey and Pennsylvania announced school delays and virtual learning. In Boston, Massachusetts, the blizzard led news outlet Boston Globe to halt printing of its newspaper for the first time in 153 years because conditions made it impossible to make paper deliveries on Tuesday. As of Tuesday morning, 250,000 people in Massachusetts were still without power, according to poweroutage.us. In the small coastal town of Scituate, Massachusetts, officials said on Monday that half the town was without electricity, and that residents should expect several days without power as powerful winds would make it challenging for companies to restore power. The so-called noreaster has now moved away from the U.S. and across coastal parts of eastern Canada, though strong winds are expected to persist, according to the National Weather Service. Dashcam footage shows a sanitation worker finding the man, who Ohio police have nicknamed Oscar the Grouch. The rebuttal, first delivered in 1966, is often given by rising stars in the opposition party. The AI developer laid out red lines on military use of its products, a source said. Hundreds of people have been displaced and dozens are missing, with rescue operations still ongoing in Juiz de Fora. The U.S. President's address to Congress will feature high-profile guests, policy promises and reflections on his first year back in office. Copyright 2026 BBC. The BBC is not responsible for the content of external sites. Read about our approach to external linking. You have reached the end of our in-depth report. For more deep dives, please subscribe to Neuron News Global. Stay informed, stay ahead.